Picture this. You've just wrapped up a fantastic lunch downtown. Or maybe you're walking out of an absolutely crucial meeting right near the Capitol Square. You walk up to your car, and there it is, that dreaded little slip of paper tucked right under your windshield wiper. Honestly, getting a parking ticket in Madison is practically a rite of passage, but figuring out how to actually pay the fine online, well, that can feel like navigating a complete maze. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely demystify Madison's surprisingly complex, multi-jurisdictional parking ticket system, so you can handle your citation quickly, securely, and for sure without any of those unnecessary fees.
Okay, let's dive into this with a scenario that constantly sparks frustration among Madison locals. It's the infamous 48-hour rule. So, according to city ordinances, you literally cannot leave your vehicle stored on a street for 48 hours or more. Now, a lot of people think, hey, no problem, I'll just move my car to the other side of the street, on the exact same block. But enforcement officers will absolutely still ticket you. Some residents have even shared stories of officers using tire chalk that doesn't wash off easily just to track vehicle movement. The rule actually requires you to move your car to a completely different block or just leave the block entirely to reset that timer. It's a common trap and it results in a ton of citations.
And listen, if you do get caught in that trap, you absolutely cannot afford to ignore the citation. The stakes escalate so rapidly. The official policy basically states that failure to utilize the corresponding electronic channel initiates an automated sequence of administrative penalties, culminating in late fee compounding, vehicle impoundment, and state-level vehicle registration suspension. So what does this all mean? It means first come the compounding late fees, then your vehicle actually becomes eligible for impoundment by companies like Schmidt's Towing. And ultimately, the Wisconsin DMV will literally place a hold on your vehicle registration. You won't be legally able to renew your plates until the debt is settled. It's a massive headache, but it's easily avoidable if you just know the system. To ensure you avoid all those penalties, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll be covering 1. The Madison parking trap. 2. Finding the right portal. 3. Step-by-step online payment. 4. Payment methods and fees. 5. Troubleshooting and contacts. And 6. Final tips and disclaimer. Let's jump right in. Section 1. The Madison parking trap. Understanding the stakes. So, the crucial point is that you have exactly 30 calendar days from the date the citation was issued to either dispute the ticket or pay the base fine amount. Notice I said calendar days, not 30 business days. If you miss this tight window, you completely lose your ability to easily dispute the charge, and those automated late fees start attaching directly to your base fine. The clock is ticking the literal second that paper hits your windshield. Moving on to Section 2, finding the right portal, the jurisdictional framework. This is where most people get seriously tripped up, because Madison doesn't just have one unified parking system. It's more like a giant puzzle. Madison is actually broken down into 3 totally distinct jurisdictions. If you park on city streets, you'll use the standard municipal portal at parkingtickets.cityofmadison.com, where you can search by your citation or plate number. But if you ignored your ticket and it escalated to a court order, you must use the municipal court portal, which requires completely different search criteria, like your date of birth. And if you got ticketed on the UW-Madison campus, well, that's university land, which is totally separate from the city. You have to go through the UW Transportation e-business portal and use a net ID or a guest login. Trying to pay a campus ticket on the city website will just lead you straight to a frustrating dead end. All right, Section 3, step-by-step online payment, navigating the city portal. Let's walk through the most common scenario, which is paying a standard municipal citation before it goes to court. First, you'll safely navigate your browser to parkingtickets.cityofmadison.com. Once you're there, you will query the system using either the unique citation number printed right on your ticket or your vehicle's license plate. The system pulls up your records instantly. Now, one great feature here is that if you happen to have multiple outstanding citations, hey, it happens, the system allows for batch processing. You just check the little boxes next to all your outstanding tickets and pay them all off in a single consolidated online session. Easy, right? But before you click submit, you need to be aware of a vital technical quirk. This brilliantly illustrates how a simple browser setting can cause a major headache. If you plan to pay securely from your U.S. bank account via an e-check, the city's platform absolutely requires JavaScript to be enabled. So if you use strict privacy extensions or ad blockers, your transaction is going to fail. Always ensure your browser settings allow for secure script execution. And just as a general online safety tip, double-check that you are actually on the official city domain. Look for that .gov or official Madison address before typing in any banking info. On to Section 4, payment methods and fees. What to expect at checkout. Depending on which portal you're forced to use, your payment options, processing times, and hidden fees are going to vary wildly. On the standard city portal, using your Visa or MasterCard comes with a $0 surcharge, which is great.
However, the internal processing latency means it can take up to 3 business days for the payment to officially post to your balance and clear any DMV holds. Conversely, if your ticket escalated to the municipal court portal, they slap a 2.75% convenience fee on credit and debit cards to cover third-party processing. But here's a huge insider tip for you. If you use an e-check with your routing and account number on the court portal, it is completely free. Plus, it updates your balance by the very next business day at 3:45 p.m. Now, while we're on the topic of fees, we absolutely have to mention the Park Smarter mobile app, which is what Madison uses for digital meter payments. As of July 2024, the app applies a 45-cent convenience fee per transaction. You can dodge this by just paying with a card or coins right at the physical meter. But here is the biggest quirk that always panics visitors. If you pay via the app, the physical meter's LED light will not turn green. Literally no way around it, it just stays red. Don't worry though, enforcement officers don't just look at the flashing lights. They have specialized handheld devices that query active mobile databases in real time using your license plate number. As long as you entered your plates correctly in the app, you are completely safe. So, what happens if things go wrong? Section 5, Troubleshooting and Contacts, Getting Help. If you genuinely believe a citation was issued in error, say you actually had an active Park Smarter session going, or a totally valid residential permit, you can fight it without having to physically go to court. But you must request an administrative review through the city's website within a very strict 10 calendar day window from the issuance date. If you miss this 10-day window, you essentially forfeit your right to an easy administrative dismissal, and you'll have to formally contest the whole shebang before a judge. Let's move to and see how this builds your troubleshooting toolkit. To successfully resolve these issues, you have to contact the exact right department. Calling the city parking division about a UW campus ticket? Yeah, that will get you absolutely nowhere. Use this directory to find the precise number for your situation. And here is a pro tip for when you do call or email. Always have the exact date and time the parking occurred, along with the last 4 digits of the card you used to pay. Having this information ready before you dial will make the customer service experience infinitely smoother. All right, we are in the home stretch. Section 6, Final Tips and Disclaimer, wrapping up. The main takeaways today are simple. Act fast, figure out exactly whose land you parked on to find the correct portal, and always screenshot or save your digital confirmation receipts when a payment goes through. You never know when you might need proof that you settled your balance on time. And as an objective reminder, municipal procedures, credit card surcharges, and website interfaces can and do update without any warning. While this explainer gives you a highly comprehensive roadmap, you must always cross-reference and verify current information directly on the official City of Madison, Municipal Court, or UW-Madison web domains before ever submitting your personal payment data. Navigating the Madison parking system can certainly feel like a bureaucratic maze, but honestly, with the right map, you can absolutely get through it penalty-free. Now, I'd really love to hear from all of you. Have you navigated the Madison parking system recently? Did you get caught by that tricky 48-hour rule? Or maybe you successfully disputed a ticket using the 10-day review? Share your own local parking stories or drop any specific troubleshooting questions you have right down in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and safe parking out there.